A few months ago, I had to do a lecture in Locarno Film Festival, and they asked me to be kind of, to shake the audience, because my audience was film distributors and film producers, feature film, fiction films. And the title was that, do we act, or we just, you know, things will act upon us and not do anything? And is there a crisis? Is it chaos? Is it revolution in the world of film right now? And of course, my examples are based on what is a crisis. It's confusion, it's the elements that are all not in the right order, and that we don't recognize the world we're in, or essentially that what we thought was solid elements in our world are completely being disrupted. And I think this is happening right now in the film production and television production, in general in audiovisual. And the numbers are there to really confirm that. If you look, I haven't precisely looked at the Swedish audience tendance, but I would be surprised that it would be very different from the rest of the Occidental world. And what do we observe? Well, we observe that the people that go to cinema, to theaters, it's slowly going down. Is that people are losing interest in going out to the theaters and buying a ticket and on a Saturday night and go to the movies. And it's been quite dramatic, especially in North America, where people have gone from seeing 3.8 films per year. Right now, it was 5, 10 years ago. So that's almost half as less than it was in a decade only. Canada, the same thing. I must say, I come from Canada. I'm from Quebec, the French part. But for the major, what we call the majors, the Hollywood production and distribution empires, Canada is considered a domestic market. So when you read statistics about films, you'll see North America. You won't see United States and Canada, which are very different countries, especially in a mechanism to support arts and culture and film production. But still, when you look at world numbers, it's very difficult to distinguish Canada from the United States. But I must say that even though it's not as dramatic in Canada, the changes are similar to the ones happening in the States, maybe a year or 2 years later. So people are not going to cinemas, are still going to cinemas, but less. And the people that watch films, more and more watch them at home on the Cinéma Maison or the big screens they have. And what is strange is that what is working in cinema to going out to the theaters are art houses cinema. They are the ones that are now thriving. And the traditional distribution of cinema, which are the big Cineplex, and I don't know, do you have them here? Yeah, you have them here, okay. They're the ones that are really having a difficult time. Especially these multiplex, big cinemas where they have 20 theaters or 15 theaters, a lot in the suburbs. And the people in the suburbs are the ones that have televisions in their house, and they're the ones that are not going out to the cinemas. But the art houses, you have their audiences that will always go and see cinemas. But this is a major change. The revenues also have gone down. So all the systems, because different countries had financial system based on a tax on the tickets for the theaters. Like in France, they had that system, they have it in other countries. And it was a redevance or whatever, tax, let's call it a tax. Well, these systems have completely gone down because the money is not there anymore. And the fact is that this is changing, audiences are changing, the economic models are changing dramatically, but our systems, our public systems, our public regulation has not change at all, or is very slow to change.